Welcome everyone to our amazing training with dear Kevin, Luna, and myself, Kimberly Sanders. We're here. We wanted to bring good news to you all and more ease and more grace as you build this amazing business and the opportunity to bring people in with your heart and your soul and are living examples of how much we love these superfoods and this lifestyle and the abilities that it gives for freedom and wellness, just like it's happened for Kevin Luna. Would you like to share anything? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate this. And yeah, we're planning on to help you, as we continue to help, just good practices, online and social media. I know that, Kimberly and I do a lot online and share a lot online, and just we have a lot to want to offer and help you all with, and just sharing the goodness. So yeah, so that's what this is really about.
Yeah, we wanted to come on and just share some fun tips and tricks to be able to approach people anywhere, really, not just on social media, but out there in the world, and just knowing that we have solutions for pretty much every single thing that everybody needs, like across the board. Like you always know that you can come to people with a genuine heart and open hands with just amazing solutions to probably everything that they need. So we wanted to share that with you today. Kevin, do you want to start and share a couple things, and I could piggyback off whatever?
Yeah, well, do you want to share, maybe do share screen and share a slide? We can start with we have a couple of slides here because Kimberly have gone to a special event, right? Where we're learning from top leaders. And so one of the things that's really valuable when you learn from top leaders that are really successful and they give great tips, often we take pictures and share them, but sometimes they get lost or forgotten or whatever, but we have some that we have here that Kimberly has blessed us with. And so we're going to talk a little bit about some of these tips. Would you be able to share the screen and go into, will you send it into Messenger? You could go into your Messenger and just open it.
Okay, hold on.
If you want.
Second, then I guess, okay. I'm having a little bit of phone stuff, so hold on just 1 second.
I could start talking about one if you want.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do the one that's let's just start with the do's. Okay, that sound good. Okay, so sometimes there's things that there's things that you call do's and don'ts, so to speak. And so there's like things that are good practices, best practices, and things that maybe you want to not do and stay away from. And so what we're going to do is we'll talk about some of the do's. Okay, cool. So we have the slides. This looks great. Okay, so I'll just read through it and then we'll go through some tips on how we incorporate this and how we make this work. So a couple of do's is approach those who have a message that is in alignment with, I believe it's a typo, but with our products and mission of health and wellness. So this totally aligns with exactly with what we're talking about and what we do and what we share with people. And I think even just that quick, well, I'll just read through it and then we'll go through it. So approach those that who have a message that is in alignment with our products and mission, health and wellness, entrepreneurs, mommy bloggers, business coaches, as an example. Be sincere and genuine, build the relationship, like, comment, DM specific comment or compliment. Get offline and get on the phone ASAP when you see there's interest. When would you be open for a quick phone chat? So these are just a couple like general tips and we'll outline it and do some best practices. So the first thing that I see on this, when I'm thinking of alignment is sometimes we, like exactly what Kimberly said in the beginning was, and this is what almost everyone does in the beginning, is they think we can help everyone because we can, and we want to help every single person, right? But the challenge is, that sometimes people aren't in alignment with what we have to offer in that moment. And sometimes they need time to get there or whatever. And so this is really helpful for me personally. Like, let's say a don't would be like, in the past, I used to focus on people that were that I was like, they need this so bad, they're sick, broke, and defeated. You know what I mean? Like they need this, they need health, they need wellness, but the problem that I noticed is that was it was draining so much energy out of me. And I realized that the mindset, they weren't in alignment with what we have to offer. And so I really personally struggled with like spinning my wheels a lot with those people until figuring out how to find people that are more in alignment with our health and wellness mission, and just kind of seeing them. So when I'm looking like online, for example, I can see that a lot more clearly. I could see someone and I could see, what, this person maybe isn't quite in alignment yet. I don't know if I want to bring them into the business and focus on this mission because it may be just too far from that. And that vice versa, I can see someone, what, they're really in alignment. They're like, they must be praying for what I'm asking for based on what they're posting. Like that's literally how I see people, and that takes time. I don't think maybe that's not a skill that you have right out the gate, which is understandable, but I think it is something that you can definitely develop and build over time. What do you want to say on this one, Kimberly?
Yeah, I agree with everything that you're saying. And, just be gentle on yourselves with Facebook. I tend to really feel at home there, and like I can feel people, and I know that everyone here listening is probably super empathic. But it takes time to go into different groups and, create consistent conversations with people. And for me, I just really love like drop down to the bottom. It's like go and like do a audio DM. So 100%, approach those and that have that message that you can feel that engagement in them and that you would love to be.
Do you feel that struggle sometimes where it's like the person needs it so much, but they aren't in alignment? And how do you deal with that? Like maybe mentally, how do you deal with that?
Well, for me, I just have to make sure that I stop buying people product that are not actually in alignment to it. That would be great. So yeah, don't feel
That's connected though a little bit, right?
Yeah, like just don't be like me. Believe that people can find their finances and believe that they're worthy and deserving of having this in their lives. And if I mean, and again, I'm just like, if I could have done it back in the day, we didn't even have. So I bought in at $250 for 50 gift card codes back in the day. And there was no food connected to those 50 gift cards. And that's it. So now, and then I spent my last $300 on food to get in to have product and have 50 gift card codes for $250.
Do you feel okay, like when you have someone that even though they need it so bad, but like you have to let them go, because that was probably hard for a while, but maybe it's easier over time.
Still hard. It's still hard. And I struggle daily to not do it, but I've been burned so many times now. And I've put myself in poor situations over and over, logistically, literally poor, and the whole thing, because my heart is just so broken for people. And so this is my live confession of myself to end doing that, because it doesn't work. It's always the worst story outcome ever. I've only had a couple that really it has worked out. And so I need to just be thankful that has happened and end this thing. So, trust.
Like Ian says, recruit even and up, right? As the ideal. Would this not kind of demonstrate a lot of that, right? Like, okay, who are you approaching? Entrepreneurs. Like, why an entrepreneur? Like they see the vision. They know what it takes. They've done other businesses maybe, or they're in other businesses. Maybe they have multiple, and they're like, I could totally add this in. I see where this fits. You know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of, that's like their mindset is about that, versus this mindset is like, whoa, that's so different from my job. What, I'm gonna work and you're not gonna pay me? Like what? I don't understand. So that makes sense, right? Like how that would be in alignment. Mommy bloggers. I mean, I think like that's an interesting example. Like you have a huge team of mommy bloggers, it's similar, right? Like what would you say to that? Like why would that be important? Like, and how is that added value to your team?
Oh my gosh, the mommies are on a mission on my team. And so I think, yeah, amazing. Like we've said in our in this little lineup of action steps every day to go and find 5 new groups that you'd like to be a part of. So that's a huge piece. Mommy bloggers could do it.
Yeah. And so like I think if you're a mom and you have so much information that you're sharing about the nutrition that you're doing with your kids and how you're supporting them and how you're helping them, it makes so much sense to talk to other like-minded people like that, right? Versus like I have someone that's, that I envision, mommy blogger, and then, she'll bring me people that are, gotten men, that's like don't have any kids and don't even care about their health. And it's like, I mean, I think you could help them, but I think it's the disconnect is too far. Maybe find those that are resonating a lot closer to you. Because the reality is, I'm going to reach certain people, and that's okay. You're going to reach certain people, Kimberly. Someone on your team, they're going to reach certain people. Everyone's like, it's almost like we're assigned, all these people, and like we need to find our people. And this is a really some good approaches. Business coaches, right? Are another. So being sincere and genuine. Like, okay, if you really, really, really love them and you really, really care for them, and you're like, man, this person is so amazing and awesome, like share that, be genuine. Like really, if you really feel that, then really share that. Like does Kimberly not do that all the time when she really care and loves someone? Like she really shares it, like that's being sincere in that and being genuine. And so what would you say to that?
It's true. And it takes a little bit of time, right? Like, at the same time, there's a girl there, her name is Vanessa, she's in the East Coast. Like it was amazing to just speak truth to her on the messenger thread and then her response back. And when you're doing it right, when you get a sincere message back from someone, and just really come to your like knowing that how many people reach out the way that we authentically do in this way. Now, for men, sometimes I'm a little more direct about what I have and all of it, but women, it feels different to me. Like I do need to come in and introduce myself authentically first and foremost. Like I'm not trying to be their friend first on a certain level and then slide business information in. It's more just like, this is who I am. I'm coming to you because you are this type of mom or this type of person. And then you're really coming to this place of adoration, but also real clear on what I'm bringing. I'm not going to try to like pretend not to be serving up just the knowingness that we could collaborate on this beautiful company, Purium. And I talk about it. And once you get an understanding of how you can speak to Purium to someone else, it's not going to be salesy. It's just going to be authentic, and the way that you can either move forward in sharing more, or they're going to say no. And that never hurts my feelings. It's more of like if they never respond, which is great too, because that's kind of a response in itself. So
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I think when I hear you speak and you share to others, I think you do it so well, for all the times that I've heard. And you're right, it doesn't come across as like salesy or anything like that. It just comes across like, this is who you are. And you're sharing what you care about people. Like I just did a training with my team and like on a similar kind of topic. And one of the things that I said, we talked about this, is that, when you're speaking to someone for nearing the first time, one of the things that can really benefit you is sharing all the things that you appreciate that they shared with you, from the comments, the likes, the love and the support that they've given you. Share that appreciation to them and tell them why you appreciate that, and then tell them all the things that you really truly love about their page and what you like about them. You starting off relationships like that, and that's how I've heard your first messages to people, that's what you do, in a very similar way. And then you can hear the response that they have back to you. And you, like you said, you're like, they're what you assumed about them was confirmed, you know what I mean, in a positive way, where now you see like, wow, they're really sincere, they really are resonating with me, they really appreciated what I shared with them. And you could tell if someone responded to you and they're like, you know, the messages, like let's say you got a message, what you just said, like a no response, or just a K, right? Like imagine that, right? That's a really deep example. But if you got just a K, that tells you that they really, it doesn't resonate. Move on. But if you got like, oh my gosh, I love you so, oh my God, thank you so much, I appreciate you, just hearts, loves, just like love bombing you, you're like, is this a good sign? You know? And so you're like, there's potential, I can invest my time in this person, like it makes sense, right? So I do want to share something with you really quick. I do have another call that I did commit at this time,
Okay.
but I mean, this has been really great. I know that you'll hope, I mean, however you want to wrap it up or continue is totally up to you. But yeah, please definitely share this. We'll share this with my team, anyone on my team that's watching, you know, definitely comment below what you appreciated about this. And thank you, Kimberly, for your time and sharing this with me and your people and what I could share with your team. You know, I love you all and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I'll just close up by saying this one part, we kind of already touched on it to go offline and get on the phone. But what I want to share too for Kevin's team and mine, we've been doing this is to go onto Messenger and introduce your person that is helping you, that your upline, and or even a friend, and be able to introduce them to your person and have them share their story, and whatever your client is working with, then kind of just express that on the Messenger thread, and it can be really helpful. And then this way we get to create a friendship right away with the person that is being of service to you, with helping and sharing their story and just having that community camaraderie. So I thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.